You never truly understand the meaning of home until you go away and then come back. Many years ago, when I hear this quote, I didn't really understand the meaning behind it until I left China and went study abroad in Canada for a few years. And then I went back to China during pandemic and started my 1-year solo trip in China. That's when I truly understand the meaning of this quote. A lot of people may ask, why do I want to start a solo trip in China? Yeah, I think back myself, one of the biggest reasons is that I want to have this complete freedom to be able to explore the Chinese culture and arts and be able to reconnect to my root culture. I didn't realize how important it was until I left China and then come to Canada 10 years ago. And that was a time that made me even more curious about my own culture, because when I first came here, people here are very friendly, but there are so many stereotypes about Chinese culture and made in China, and that was time made me even more curious about my own culture. And I was like, hey, if I have time, I really want to go back to China and start this solo trip to really connect with my root culture and really learn about what's really made in China. And that inspired me to start this whole journey to explore arts and crafts and history and culture in remote villages across from China. So the second reason that I started the solo trip in China is simply because no one else has time to travel with me for such a long period of time. So I decided to travel by myself, and it turned out to be one of the best experiences ever because, as an extrovert, wherever I go, I make friends. I was able to connect with a lot of local people. I was just so amazed by their hospitality, and also sometimes I discover in some of the most remote places, you meet people with the purest heart. Last but not least, I found solo traveling is one of the best way to discover yourself more and also be able to connect with yourself more. Through this solo trip, I really discovered more about myself. I truly believe that everything in your past is part of who you are right now. And by creating this solo trip or experience the solo trip, I truly discovered what I'm really passionate about and what I found meaningful in life. I just found that being able to connect and interviewing different craftsmen from different villages and different cultures and help them to preserve their traditional crafts, and being able to experience and learn all those crafts myself was very meaningful experience to me. And I want to be able to continue to do this through this channel. And also, one of the most important things I learned from this trip is that I discovered happiness can be so simple. It cannot be defined or measured by how much money you make, what kind of job you do, or what kind of house you live in. It's more about whether you found your true purpose or meaning in life and be able to practice it or action on it every single day. Thank you for watching. I hope you're enjoying this video. I'll see you in the next one.